Hey guys, it's your name here. Mindfulness is everywhere, from celebrities to your grandma. It's supposed to be the answer to stress, anxiety, bad vibes. But what if there's something dark beneath the surface? Today we're diving into the dark side of mindfulness. We're talking 10 shocking stories that expose the unsettling truth about this billion-dollar industry. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Okay, let's do this. Sometimes, a group seems cool at first, offering a sense of community and belonging that many of us crave in our busy, disconnected lives. You might find yourself drawn to the warmth and camaraderie, thinking you've finally found your tribe. But then things start to feel a little off. Subtle changes in the group's dynamics can make you question your initial enthusiasm. You might notice people becoming more reserved, their smiles less genuine, and an underlying tension that wasn't there before. The world of mindfulness, which promises peace and self-discovery, has its fair share of groups accused of being cults. These groups often start with noble intentions, offering meditation sessions and retreats that seem harmless and even beneficial. Leaders, often self-proclaimed gurus, demand absolute obedience. They present themselves as enlightened beings with the answers to all of life's problems, creating an aura of infallibility that can be intoxicating to followers. They prey on vulnerable people seeking peace, promising total transformation. These individuals, often at a crossroads in their lives, are looking for something to believe in, something to give them hope and direction. But the reality, it's often far more sinister. Behind the serene facade of meditation and mindfulness lies a web of manipulation and control. The peaceful retreats can quickly turn into isolating experiences where questioning the leader is forbidden. You're pressured to cut ties with friends and family, devote all your time and money. The group's demands grow, and before you know it, your entire life revolves around their teachings and activities. It's classic cult behavior, using the language of mindfulness to mask true intentions. They exploit the principles of mindfulness, twisting them to serve their own agenda, making it difficult for members to see the truth. Red flags include a charismatic leader demanding loyalty, isolation from loved ones, and an environment where dissent is not tolerated. These are clear signs that the group is more interested in control than in genuine personal growth, and pressure to donate money. Financial exploitation is a common tactic, with members often feeling obligated to give more and more, believing it will bring them closer to enlightenment. True mindfulness is about self-awareness and compassion, not blind faith and obedience. It's about finding peace within yourself, not through the dictates of a so-called guru. Stay vigilant, guys, and remember that true enlightenment comes from within. Too much of a good thing can be bad, and that applies to mindfulness too. While mindfulness and meditation are often seen as paths to peace and tranquility, they can sometimes lead us into unexpected and challenging emotional territories. It's called the dark night of the soul, a term that describes a period of deep, often painful introspection and emotional turmoil. This is a real phenomenon that can happen with intense meditation. When we dive deep into our minds, we sometimes unearth buried emotions and traumas. Imagine you're deep in meditation, feeling calm and centered, and suddenly, suppressed emotions and traumas flood in, overwhelming your senses. You might experience intense anxiety, panic attacks, even hallucinations. It's terrifying, feeling like your world is crumbling around you. These experiences can be so intense that they shake the very foundation of your being, making you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. Mindfulness isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about acknowledging them. But when we push too hard, we can overwhelm our nervous system, leading to these distressing experiences. It's important to remember that these emotions are a part of us, and facing them is a step towards healing. However, it's crucial to approach this process with care and patience. Pushing too hard can overwhelm your nervous system, causing more harm than good. It's essential to listen to your body and mind and to recognize when you need to take a step back. It's crucial to take things one step at a time, allowing yourself to gradually process and integrate these emotions, and seek support when needed, whether it's from a therapist, a friend, or a meditation teacher. Having someone to guide you through these challenging times can make a world of difference. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. Be gentle with yourself and remember that every step, no matter how small, is progress. Get ready for this one. Dissociation and depersonalization. In some cases, mindfulness practices have been linked to these unsettling experiences. Imagine feeling like you're watching yourself from outside your body. For some, mindfulness detachment can spill over into everyday life, causing disconnection. Everyone's experience with mindfulness is different. Start slowly, pay attention to how you're feeling, and seek professional guidance if needed. Stay grounded, guys. Let's talk about the pressure to be happy all the time. In today's world, it seems like there's an unspoken rule that we must always wear a smile, no matter what we're going through. This constant pressure can be overwhelming and exhausting. Instagram, self-help books, even mindfulness can make us feel like we're failing if we're not always happy. Social media is filled with images of perfect lives, and self-help books often promise a path to perpetual happiness. Even mindfulness apps can sometimes give the impression that we should be in a constant state of zen. Mindfulness is about acknowledging and accepting all our emotions. It's not about forcing ourselves to be happy all the time. It's about being present with whatever we're feeling, whether it's joy, sadness, anger, or anything in between. But the message got twisted, making us feel like we should be in perpetual bliss. This misconception can lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration when we inevitably experience negative emotions. It's okay to not be okay. It's important to remember that it's perfectly normal to have ups and downs. Life is a roller coaster of emotions, and that's what makes it rich and meaningful. Emotions are part of being human. They are what connect us to ourselves and to each other. By embracing our full range of emotions, we can lead more authentic and fulfilling lives. Mindfulness is about embracing all of it, the good and the bad. It's about being kind to ourselves and allowing ourselves to feel whatever comes up without judgment. Remember, you are enough, just as you are. Embrace your journey. Each step, each emotion is a part of your unique story. Celebrate your highs and be gentle with your lows. You are perfectly imperfect, and that's what makes you beautifully human. Mindfulness can be amazing for managing stress and anxiety, but sometimes it can be used to avoid dealing with real problems. Imagine dealing with a toxic relationship or a dead-end job. Instead of facing them, you retreat into mindfulness. It's like putting a band-aid on a gaping wound. Mindfulness without action is just passive acceptance. Acceptance shouldn't come at the expense of taking responsibility. Ask yourself, am I using mindfulness to avoid problems? If yes, reevaluate your relationship with mindfulness. Take action, guys. Let's talk about the mindfulness industry. Mindfulness has become big business with apps, retreats, and workshops. It's hard not to feel like mindfulness has lost its way. It's become a trendy status symbol, a way to show how woke you are. The commercialization often comes at the expense of its principles. Authenticity, compassion, non-judgment seem lost. Be discerning consumers, do your research, and call out BS. True mindfulness is about finding peace within, not buying it. Let's talk about cultural appropriation. Mindfulness has roots in ancient Eastern traditions like Buddhism and Hinduism. Westerners often strip these practices of their cultural context and market them. It's about power and privilege, profiting from these practices while silencing original voices. Engage with mindfulness respectfully. Educate yourself, seek out authentic teachers, and be mindful of language. Listen to and learn from the voices of those communities. Honor the roots of mindfulness. Believe it or not, you can have too much of a good thing with meditation. Over-meditation can lead to physical and mental health issues. Anxiety, insomnia, depression, even hallucinations can occur. Moderation is key. Signs of overdoing it include feeling anxious, trouble sleeping, headaches, and feeling disconnected. If experiencing these symptoms, take a break and talk to a mental health professional. Mindfulness should make you feel better, not worse. Balance is crucial. Let's talk about honesty. Mindfulness is not a magic bullet. It's not going to solve all your problems overnight. The mindfulness industry often makes promises it can't keep. They tell us mindfulness will make us happier and more successful. When it doesn't, we feel like failures. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. Be honest with yourself about expectations and limitations. You are enough, just as you are. Embrace the present moment. Let's talk about relationships. Mindfulness can be beneficial, but can also impact relationships. Sometimes we create distance in our quest for inner peace. We might forget to nurture our relationships. Mindfulness is not a solo sport. It's about connecting with ourselves and others. Practice mindfulness in a way that enhances relationships. Be present, listen, communicate with kindness. Relationships like mindfulness are a practice. So there you have it, guys. The dark side of mindfulness. I'm not telling you this to scare you away from mindfulness. It's important to be aware of the potential risks and downsides. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. Stay aware, stay critical, and stay mindful of the dark side. Thanks for watching.